fun. Used to be in person or online, a little bit of both. No pictures, no recording, because I said so. Write it down, put it here. Ultimate goal, I like goodies. When I bought my first Lamborghini, I was 14 and a half. It's impossible. You see, silly people. I've been collecting these credit cards since I was a kid. I have $53 million worth. That not counting the lines of credit, the millions and billions of dollars everywhere else too. I like money. You see, it pays the bills, so I don't bring the pain home like most people do. Probably you, sorry to say. But the bottom line is I got books and books and books. Isn't that fun? I like Lamborghinis, I like Ferraris, and I like mansions. You see, I didn't like it out of a trash can. It kind of pissed me off. So today you can ask questions if you want to. I'm online 6 days a week. Rags to riches, I'm probably the number one that got all that goodies. But again, it's up to you. You see, I made a promise to myself. I actually made two. First of all, I never get married and have kids. Why that? But I want a family. All right, doesn't see all that crap that they went through. The bottom line is I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. That's all right. Don't know what a family really is, so I got a wife and kids. So I kept my promise. My promise is simple. I will not get married ever unless I have a full proof program that I don't bring the pain home 100%. I created that for me. But again, the next thing is I promised I'd never hold a baby unless it's my first child. So I did that too. So I kept my promises to me. I want you to make some promises to yourself today. Is that okay? Look beyond the curtain. Biggest problem you got is you don't look behind the curtain. You follow people that say you got to do this or that. Bah, I'm a sheep, I'm a duck. That's what you did. Sorry to say, it's just true. It's kind of like when the ding dong said money for a rainy day. When I was a kid, they kept saying that all the time. What the hell are you talking about? Show me. All they can do is go beep, 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 beep. It's about it. You see, the reality is this today. I want you to get out your personal credit cards or your personal wallet now. Now. I want you to take and put a stick in the back of every card. I want you to focus on something. You keep jacking them up, drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more, and you can write up diddly squat. And they're kind of silly and dumb. So let's do Ray's rules. 100,000, couple cards. Don't use more than 29%. The design that I gave Ken Yarborough when he worked at TRW in Experian years ago, I'm the one who trained him. 71,000 of safety credit. By the way, that's called the line of defense. Next thing is don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked them to explain that to me. They couldn't do that at all. I want you to focus on something today. Maybe you have a corporation. And if you do, you spend thousands for a piece of paper. That's called stupid. Why? Because they're free. All states give corporations a free pay a filing fee. That's all you got to do. See, you didn't learn anything. You learned diddly squat. Here's the problem with the corporation. They're great. They don't pay tax till they're profitable, but they're on the Secretary of State's website. When the corporation gets sued, they sue you. Congratulations. Why don't you think about division process? Write it down. I invented it in 85 and 86. You watch Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank shut down locations, grocery stores, and they shut them down, branch numbers. They bankrupt the hell out of it, and they get a tax credit. While you're sitting there going, beep, 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 and bringing the pain home. I don't understand, silly. I don't understand, dumb either. Sorry to say. Put all your ducks in a row. Well, that just means go get $1 million and quit bringing the damn pain home. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I got my first million at 14 and a half. What did you get? You see, the lack of knowledge is why people make mistakes. They make stupid mistakes. I don't understand why you didn't research for the truth. It's supposed to set you free. Now, building a life. Let's put your life back together like Humpty Dumpty, okay? Let's do it my way for a while and see what happens with you. The blueprint works 100% of the time. So the bottom line is I want you to understand the biggest mistake all of you make today is not to understand the SSN and SS4. You see, the SSN is not for credit purposes, and you think it is because you fall like sheep and ducks. People got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without using an SSN. You only get one. By the way, we the people, that means we pay tax on every dollar we bring in, and we're tax, and probate when we die. And then you think your personal credit's free money. Then you screw it up, bring the pain home. Let's look at the SS4 today. and see what we get to do. The SS4, can you imagine? This form allows you for the corporation and the division of you, and anything you want to do, you get another chance to try. And as long as you try, you're not bringing the pain home. If you're not trying, you might as well be dying. But that's up to you too. So let's understand something today. Let's tear apart the forms. Let's understand the rules and tools, how to play the game. Line 1 in front of you is very simple. It says legal name of entity. It's right there. Or individual person. Are you a person? Your name can be on line 1. Can you imagine the SSNs for the 1040 tax return? And the SS4 is the 1120. And it's a tax ID. By the way, you never had to bring the PAN home in the first place. So let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corporations called states. They got corporations called cities. They did planning the problem too in front of you. You see, they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. That means they can bankrupt a location and keep it in business and not bring the pain home. So understand something. We the people, yes, we are, but then we pay tax on every dollar we bring in. But the Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. Why don't we play and stop bringing the pain home, please? Ultimate goal. Put all your ducks in a row. Let's do this. Let's put both hands like this for the fun of it. Come on. So every SSN, dollar, tax, probably when we die, you think this is free money and then you screw it up. How about over here we do an SS4? Why? Because we don't pay tax so we're profitable. You see, my foolproof plan to not bring the pain home so I could have a wife and kids were very simple. So why I invented division process is simple. To never bring the pain home, and I need a second chance in case somebody screws up my life for me. You see, you got a goal. Everybody needs 9 divisions of themselves. Let me show you something today. I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. I'll say 10 are great, the rest are crap. That's just my opinion. Now understand, look at the bottom here. I can request credit reports under Experian, TransUnion, Equifax under Tax ID or SSN. What would you like? Again, from here, I'm requesting on the behalf of a person, a corporation, a division, or subsidiary. Which one do I want to do? That's up to you. You see, you have the ability to never bring the pain home. Your problem is you allowed yourself to be a duck. And when they sue you, you got a duck. So let's write down division of me. Can you do that for me, please? Let's understand something right now. A division of me. If I'm going to get that Lamborghini, which I got, and I got the keys right here, and the payment is $6,700 a month, if I do it under me and I screw it up, all right, the creditor is going to convert that to a 1099-C. Now I got an IRS problem because I screwed up. So that means duck, tax. If I buy it in a corporation, and if they sue the corporation, they still sue me because it's on the Secretary of State's website that I'm on it. Well, that sucks too. Now, if we do it my way, and we buy that Lamborghini through a division of a corporation, and then I decide to basically guarantee the lease or finance under SSN SS4. Now, what do you think I'm going to pick? I'm going to pick SS4. So here's the division of me, and the Lamborghinis in a division under the corporation. Divisions are private. Nobody really gets to see them. So that means very simple today. If I lose the car, I lose the division that has the car and me, a division of me. So they both get screwed up. Corporation never got screwed up because we didn't have to look at the Secretary of State's website and see my name. You see, you got choices today. So let's understand, you're going to sign a lease on a building. Fantastic. Congratulations. Corporation signs a lease, business doesn't work, they sue the corp, they sue you. Double duck. If we do the division and it signs the lease, and I guarantee it as a division of me, the only thing that gets screwed up is the divisions. Never the corp, and never what? Me and my family. See, the division process, you probably think someone at Bank of America is guaranteeing shit. There's nobody in the back room guaranteeing anything. Corps get the guarantee credit for corps, but it's up to you. Next thing, who's going to guarantee the house? You see, anything above break even of SSN should always go to the SS4. You see, corporations don't pay tax till they're profitable. And that's the ultimate goal. Every card we get, we can ask for up to 99 more under the Fair Lending Act. We can daisy chain the credit too. So the ultimate goal is a division of me and a division for the asset and the item I'm going to go get. But it's up to you. If you have a corporation today, do me a favor, do yourself a favor too. I want you to Google, all right, Secretary of State. I want you to go on the Secretary of State's website. So if you put sos.whateverstatein.gov, you'll find this. I want you to research your own corporation. Here's the problem we have with you. Okay, here's the problem. I want you to research the corporation that your name's on. They see the corp, they see you. So if it gets screwed up, they sue both of you, and you're both a duck. If you use your personal address, which I pray you did not, all right, I want you to change it today. Can't believe you would use your own home address, which 87% of people do. So let's understand. If and when a lawsuit occurs, you made yourself a duck. You became a duck. A division gives you the process to set up the line of defense. So the divisions become the ducks like the banks and the grocery stores do with subsidiaries. All right, you see divisions, nobody really gets to see them. They're not in anybody's face, and they're sure not usually on the Secretary of State's website. But again, it's up to you. So let's think about something today. Who's going to guarantee the house, the building, the franchise, the credit? Is it an SSN or SS4? Which one wants to be the duck? You only get one SSN. It's up to you. I'm going to tell you flat out, if you do it my way, if something goes wrong, the reality is you're not a duck under the corporate umbrella. You watch banks file bankruptcy and close down location and branch numbers and grocery stores in cities. You should learn how to play. Now, if we get a credit card like a gold card or a platinum card or other ones too, we get to ask for 9 more. But again, I've been collecting these things since I was a kid. I like having $53 million of credit cards and checkbook money and lines of credit too. All right, and literally $100 million of Dun & Bradstreet in supply and vendor credit too. You could play if you want to, but you're gonna have to turn these up today and pay attention. Is that okay? See, corporate credits are write-off. Personal credit's not. Which credit you want to use? All right, you see, let's understand this building here. So across from South Coast Plaza Mall, worth about $100 million. A Lamborghini with $1 million. Oh, a $5 million mansion and a race boat. Say the Ray Reynolds University.com. What do they have in common? I obtained them. See, you could too. I didn't like getting out of a trash can being used and abused as a kid. Now, getting that first 100,000 is a pain in the ass because I got to get you to listen and pay attention. And if you screw it up, you're out. It's simple. You have to be responsible for your own stupidity. Getting it from the 100,000 to the million's easier. But understand, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be a corporate millionaire? You see, if you let me add you to my system that I created when I taught Ken Yarbrough years ago, it's very simple. You get a mansion like that too, but it's up to you. So the goal would always be show you some goodies that I obtained, show you to get the American dream, and then analyze your credit. You see, you're the one doing this to your credit. Stop it. It's ridiculous. If you allow me to analyze your credit, anybody can get a 750 within about 90 working days. We look at the Experian, the Equifax, the TransUnion. Ultimate goal. Here's my schedule, so if you want to take a picture, click. You see, I'm online 6 days a week. I've been in person or online for 6 days a week for 45 years, repackaging people just like you. This is my last and final year. Next year, I got a radio and TV show coming up, so I won't have time to do what my wife calls my hobby, helping all of you. So the goal is 1,000 steps to millionaire. Become a certified CFO. Legacy is simple. I'm going to leave over $10 billion to the Ray Reynolds University. Now, what I wanted to do years ago when I got to 2.6 billion to corporate structure, I wanted to help everybody for free. Nobody wanted to play with me, boo-hoo-hoo. So the reality is you have to have skin in the game. Okay, why don't we do this? Any program you get into, let me get you up to 100% back, or up to times 10 in most of the programs. That way it's like refunding your money up to times 10 in most programs. Why don't we draw the diagram in front of you? Here's a corporation. Here's entities. Remember the word entity. That could be a division or a subsidiary. Remember the word entity. As we look at this, we watch the banks file bankruptcy in locations, get a tax credit. And then we look at Sam's Club, Geico, we look at cities, they do this too. Your goal should be today is understand, stop bringing the pain home. Next, you have to become a certified CFO, not a title, learn the knowledge behind the process, and become a millionaire or a corporation. Reprogram your brain, your thought pattern too. It's my blueprint. I've been teaching for 45 years. See it, believe it, go get it. The ultimate goal, here we go again. We the people, as I said, tax, and probate when we die. Here's the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which says a corporation is a legal person. No taxes due till we're profitable. But let's do together. Let's work and make sure they work together. Why don't we file a single file tax return? Why not? It's irs.gov. Look at the 1244. It's called an S corporation, so you don't spend no tax ever again. You learn to play. You see, my thought of the week is very simple. All right, make your own defensive circle. In your life, there's going to be problems. Do you have a backup for a backup? Your goal is simple. All right, who do you count on? Who? Me, it's God, me. That's all I ever had. So the goal is simple. Signature Bank shut down, SVB shut down too. Silly and dumb. What can I say? But the reality is they still got to win too. So understand today the biggest problem you have is probably you. Afraid to try, hold yourself back, and you think you can't do this. But the ultimate goal is up to you. So let's repackage every one of you. Let's get the right foundation and corporation and divisions. If your corporation does business, I think that's stupid. You should take that corporate, make it a division, and make the parent company a management company. But again, that's just my opinion, so you can stop bringing the pain home. You should put all your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you into the corporate umbrella. What do you think? It's up to you. For someone's putting their hand up, type what you have to say, because you have to type it so I can read what you're trying to say today. Now, understand, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people. Homeless people, people coming out of prison too. Ultimate goal. As we do this, let's remember, most people, they sit around the kitchen table with their friends and family, and then they talk about starting a business, get all excited too. And then they look at each other and go, where are we going to get the money, honey? Let's jack up the cards. Let's screw it up. Let's jack up the house. Let's be stupid, and let's bring the pain home. That's what most of you did. You can't ride up diddly squat. All right, period. You jacked it up, you dropped your score, now you can't get any more. I don't understand silliness. Me, I think it's stupid, but that's just my opinion. Don't be offended by the truth. It should set you free. The ultimate goal is never to bring the damn pain home. Maybe you don't want it bad enough. I want it out of hell. You see, the reality is simple. Write down today's date, project 90 working days. You see, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I sold the books and CDs at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Every Wednesday night, 5,000 a set. Real estate, you want millions of dollars in real estate too? I got a system for that too. And since I sold more Nevada Corps than anybody on the planet, you might want to get, financial series, buckets of money, tax balancing, and become the bank. But understand today, all 18 books and CDs to you are $999. If you invest $9.99 today during the broadcast, don't be surprised I give them to you for free. Now, I'm the only one that can give them for free. No one else can give my books away besides me. When you start a business, do yourself a favor. Hold your breath, because people around you are going to knock you down, they're not going to cut you, and you're going to fall off the cliff. You got to be willing to fight for what you want. My journey is not easy. All right, I got born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. She threw me in the damn trash can. From there, Mrs. Hope got to use and abuse me too. Sucks. I told you I wanted out of hell. All right, we're going to take away all your excuses today. Your journey can begin with me today if you want to. Every day I'm on my knees thanking Jesus for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. So I got to put myself in check because I didn't get a family as a kid. I got no mommy, no daddy. So what did I do? I ask myself a question every day since I was 2.5 years old. Have I completed everything? Is there more to be done? See, most of you, sorry to say, what do? You ask your friends and family for their opinion. I don't give a damn about their opinion because they haven't got millions to billions. So you might want to write coach. In other words, the #1 consultant worldwide is me. I'll show you how to really go get it. But again, you like cloud in your direction, don't you? July 4th, the world's great. I'm on top of the world, helping people 6 days a week. I got 3 yachts in my backyard. Wife says I want to take out a group of people from the church or school. All right, can we take it out? Watch the fireworks? No problem, honey. Which one do you want? How many people? The bottom line is simple. The next day I'm in a coma. Well, that sucks. Time stopped for me, but it really didn't stop for me. In the coma, I was still going through. Time is everywhere. But again, you don't understand that you will when you die. All right, eventually we're all going to die anyway. So the bottom line is I got to hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign our POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take out my heart and take it away. Jesus gave me a choice that day to stay in peace or go back. I said go back. You see, I got no excuses. I'm going to take away your excuses too. I moved 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice by a gun. I've been knifed 6 times. 6. So I got no excuses, neither do you. All right, you want to feel sorry for yourself? Say boo-hoo-hoo and get over it. It's that simple. Reprogram your brain to maintain status. My book coming out this year, Jesus Not a Drive-Thru. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time, but it's up to you to understand that too. Let's show you some Lamborghini collection. How about some Duffys? How about basically some mansions? How about I broke the record for the highest and fastest kick on the planet in 1981 to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't? How about race boats in the backyard where you park yours? Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. See, I like the real deal. On the tickety talk, the YouTube, and the Google, blah, blah, blah. I think most people full of, you know what, shit. All right, show me your money, show me your bank account. What do you drive today? Race rules. See, that's the blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. The truth. It'll set you free. Now, credit repair is a fraud. All right, and if you're paying them monthly, you're being ripped off. All right, the bottom line is you can look at the Federal Trade Commission today. They're not even allowed to collect money up front, but they do. Won't you write down 6 and 611 today? Write it down and Google it. See what you do for you. You see, if you really want your credit to a 750, you have to understand. If you have an open collection account, you have to negotiate it. Because them writing stupid letters to the credit bureau doesn't make your score go up, it makes it go down. You see, they have no magic wand. It doesn't exist. All right, so this means you have to man up and woman up. You owe a debt, negotiate the damn debt. If not, you're going to have bad karma. You're going to get a flat tire, run out of gas because you didn't take care of responsibility. You can't rip off the creditors. So understand something today. If you really want a 750, negotiate any collection account. All cards but 2 at 25%, 29%, and do a rapid refresh that I invented 39 years ago. All right, rapid score with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. By the way, now you're a CFO with a 750 score. And what do you get to do? You can be the CFO for the corporation and the division. It's called the KISS method. It's that simple. All right, keep it simple, stupid. So if you want to get to the point you have a 750, you got to go to class. You got to pay attention. Today, 25 steps, get your credit karma, it's free. They have no phone number to help you. My new dashboards will put them in last place. I can't wait till that starts up too. There's number 1. Number 2, I want to analyze your credit. That means you're basically get you the score 750 and above with a 90 working days usually in most cases. Aspirian, Equifax, TransUnion, the ultimate goal. So understand today, let's get out our Social Security card. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's in your purse or your wallet. See, here's the application you never paid attention to. Sorry, it's true. You see, if you got your Social Security card when you're 14 to 16, that's because Nixon didn't take the gold standard out yet. After that, they hand it to the woman at the hospital before the baby gets to go home. Let's look what it says today. Line number 1. Name to be shown on card. Full name at birth other than above. Other names used. So understand, the SSN was for the 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. People got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without using their SSN, people. Unfortunately, silly people fall like sheep and ducks. Read the card front and back today. It'll usually say do not laminate, don't carry it with you, and don't use it for ID purposes. It's the Property Resource Administration, not you. You see, we got this for the 1040 tax return so the IRS can track our income and taxes till we're dead. And when we're dead, they want to probate too. So the ultimate goal there, step number 2, never bring the pain home. You see, when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, I'll bet you thought you were ripped off. Yeah. Where's my money? I barely work, but I get paid for sitting there doing nothing. See, what happens is someone pointed out to you, the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. We work for them too. See, we're all a bunch of ducks and sheep. Meh, quack, quack, quack. We're all ducks and sheep. Your biggest problem is you. You didn't look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution that says a corporation is a legal person. You see, the SSN and SS4 understand we the people too. Let's do one tax return. Why? It's called a single filing. And you almost never pay tax ever again. You can learn to play if you want to. You only get one SSN. That makes us duck and sheep, and 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. Corporation. They see that on Secretary of State's website. So they sue the corp. They sue you. You're a double duck. Now what should you do? Well, let's do this. Banks and grocery stores use subsidiaries. I created division process in 85 and 86. All right, that way, because divisions are more private. And the reality is each entity can build credit too and finance itself and write it all off. We don't have to be a duck. We could basically reprogram our brain into maintain our status and become a certified CFO. SSN is sheep and duck. SS4 is flying eagle. Now I got to rebuild you. That means you got to pay attention, follow the rules and tools, corporation and division. At the same time, I'd like to do an SS4 for you and teach you how to play. But I need you to start choosing wisely starting today and turn these up. Please put all your ducks in a row under the corporate umbrella. You see, our choice is simple. As we play, go back to that form again. Remember, SSN 1040 tax return. In the little corner there, in the corner it says SS5. By the way, that's IRS. So let's play. Let's compare it to an SS4. Understand, banks and grocery stores use subsidiaries and debt follows tax ID. So if we look at line 1 right here, it says the legal name of entity. Remember the word entity or individual person. Your name on line 1, you get another chance to try. And as long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we must be dead. So let's tear apart the form and dissect it some more. Line 9 there says banking and credit purposes. See, the only form on planet Earth that allows one per entity is an SS4. Corporations should only do 4 things anyway. Buffer tax means it doesn't pay tax what's profitable. Corporations, all credits are write-off and interest rate. Car, fleet price, free buffet at the hotel. See, the division is your duck. There's 7 things it gets to do. The ultimate goal, line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate flippity-dippity-doos, and separate liability. So let's understand. A division gives you the line of defense. So every tax ID we build cash reports, but we get that because debt follows tax ID, and then we set up credit reports. So it can finance itself and not steal from the family because that'd be stupid. Again, statement of guarantee. I'll guarantee everything I say I can do for you. It's very simple today, but that means very simple. You have to be part of the program. You have to follow through, and you have to pay attention to the rules and tools. When you violate and you screw up, you're out, or you pay a fee, like it or not. All right? I'm not being responsible for your stupidity. If you screw up, you own that screw up. You don't blame anybody else. All right? You see, we're not here to play push me, pull me, and waste time. Time is money. Play the game or play by the rules if you really want to win. The goal is if you violate, it's 800-510-3338. Do with the floor manager, Santos. But understand, if you jack up cards and you apply it during the program. When I did a rapid rescore, you're a client, and on top of this, I add history to you in corporate divisions, you're going to pay a fee or you're going to just be out. I'll close your case. I don't have time to be screwed around with. You got to realize I'm going to get you to millionaire. Do you want millionaire or not? Then you got to follow the rules. Simple. All the collection accounts you might have open, negotiate the damn things. Come on. Past is not going to change future. From there, you got an IRS problem, solve that problem too. They got a problem, they got a form called 656, 433 A and B. You can solve that problem starting today, but it's up to you. Rapid refresh, rapid scoring. 750 can be yours if, again, you play by the rules, you basically understand, you follow along, you're part of the program, and then I'll rebuild you and repackage you. But again, you see, it only takes 3 steps to get to a 750 score. It is called the KISS method. Simple. From there, 750 score, we can rebuild anybody. Rapid rescore. They got to go to class on Saturday. There's 10 of those on Saturday too. The goal is a 750. But my goal is I'm going to charge you $999. But I want to get you $1,000 card back to you to reimburse you. That's kind of fun. Now, during the broadcast, like now, I discount that to $499. Then you're stuck with me for 90 days as your coach. You scan, you pay a fee, or you sell, which is free, $9.99. All right, now it's $4.99. I'm your coach for 90 days. And the card to get you is $500 now. Take a picture of Zell, Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at raycredit.com. If you give referrals, I will build more credit for you or Zell you to 10%. But the referrals must be paid in full to receive that offer. Simple. 800-510-3338. You can talk to paralegals or accounting today and say, I saw Ray on the webinar too. Again, now I need you to call 888. Write it down. 567-8688. I want you to opt out, all right, of this because you added yourself to the mailing list as a voter, corporation, or cable bill. Opt out 5 years. It'll slow down robocalls and junk mail. That would be the ultimate goal. That's step number 4 today. As you do this, let's understand someone's got a question. No problem. Let me take a picture. I always take a picture of questions as well. All right, no problem. I'm working on myself under business. What concerned being profitable, knowing that we have started paying taxes. All right. Well, there's a lot more than breaking that down in that writing. Corporations are taxable and they're profitable. All right. There's ways to make sure you basically have different things you can do, like borrow money offsetting taxes. But again, you can always basically buy my time per hour, per minute as well. That's up to you. This is an overview. And since you're a client already that I think violated, I hope not, then you can basically get some phone calls with me too. And we got classes all Saturday. See, here's my problem, okay? There's always a turd in the bowl. There's always somebody trying to screw with you. It always happens, okay? So let's understand something. Planning the problem. Did you allow somebody to rip you off, friend and family member, all right? Did you jack up cards and pay money to do something that didn't work? I'm online 6 days a week, always here for you. So understand, I want your credit cards in your hand right now. I want a sticky. I want the limit on the back of that sticky. I want 25% maintained always, never past 29%. That is your line of defense. Got it? The line of defense as we do this. So all dashboards will say 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The ultimate goal. So the sticky will help you with the discipline you're lacking today and make sure that's step number 5 too. As we play, let's keep in mind, all right, we're going to balance our debt. For instance, all right, you're going to have an emergency and you're going to be doing this with your credit. It's like, stop. Just stop the crap. The lack of knowledge is why 9 out of 10 people script the credit every friggin' day. It's stupid. I don't get it. You see, all cards but 2 use the 29% rule, period. So when you jack this up, you get stuck. You can't get diddly squat. You can write up nothing, and you hurt your family. You did it to yourself. I don't understand. To me, that is the dumbest thing someone can do. Personally, don't take personal offense, but the reality is, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I've been teaching or preaching for 45 years. Where the blank have you been? But again, there are 2 cards on planet Earth. You can jack them up to a friggin' $1 million. As long as you maintain the payment, your score never goes up and down. They never fluctuate. These are the best cards on the planet for emergency case. You basically, like Princess, or sorry, she jacked it to pay for her daughter's wedding. Now her credit went, meow. She don't have bad credit. She just screwed it up. She should have used one of these suckers instead. But now she's got to get a loan to do this and that and do the hokey pokey. It's ridiculous because she didn't pay attention. She should have. She's been a client of mine for 20 years. But again, that's on her if she screws up. But I'll help coach her get back on track. See, the faster I get you these cards, the faster you'll balance your debt and become a real CFO to a corporation too. Every cash application requires a certified CFO, requires it. So if you get the perfect cards on the planet, these are the cards you use for emergency. They don't basically affect your score ever, as long as you maintain the payment. I charge $999 for each card. Each card is valued to $100,000 plus. So if I got to get you 2 for here, all right, for you and 2 for the corporation, okay, cost you about $4,000. Today, during the broadcast only, all right, you'll get a discount, half price for $1,998. And don't worry, no one can sell this besides me. So if you don't do it, don't worry about it. Someone else will. Again, the offer is only during the broadcast. There's your sell. Keep in mind what happens when people lose their job and have an emergency. They all do the same silly thing, sorry to say. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to jack it up. I don't understand. You never had to jack it up ever. But again, you do. So it's like today, using some common sense. You see, the average person in this office every other day buys fast food, and they spend between $20 to $50 every other day on crap. Now, why do I say that? Simple. Because you need $5,000. You need it now. What are you going to do? Ask your friend, family in the bank? There's a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment's $50 a month. What the average person wastes every other day, you can maintain a safety credit card. All right, and what did you do? You brought the pain home instead. The next thing is they say you waste 140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. If I take 50,000 off of a corporate credit card, the payment is $612.26. Not only can I write off the interest rate in the credit card what I use the money for too, but the ultimate goal is I could have got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through during the pandemic. You see, the only thing that usually stayed open due to that too. Reaching the goal, and believe in yourself. I've always believed in God and me. I kicked the door jam at 10, then I kicked the basketball hoop, and all they do is go, whoa, white men do jump. How many times have you heard a stupid person say, white men can't jump? And the guy who holds the record's a white dude. How many stupid people do I hear that from almost every week? You see your choices. Understand when Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down Ray's rules. 100,000, couple cards. 29% utilization. Maintain 71,000 of safety credit for family. Don't jack it up to start a business, because what happens is you brought the pain home because you can write out diddly squat. What are we going to do? We're going to use the corporate credit cards we built for the corporation so it can finance itself. If we win, we absorb the taxation. If we lose, we're going to bankrupt a division and not the corporate, not my family. You see, that's how you have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules, step number 7 today. Ultimate goal, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Your goal is simple. There I am in the coma. I got to die. There's the UDOC. Google the address too. Find out I'm telling you the truth. See, I've been in 2 comas in my life. First one, he was crippled for life. I hit Delane Street, that big hill in Redondo Beach, Torrance. Plop, there was my face. I'm crippled. Bottom line, simple. Lady says, ring the bell to go pee-pee. But you know what I did? God said, get up. Jesus talked to me and said, get up. So I got up while I was on that pain. And they go, what? Yeah. You see, the last come, I got to die and come back and help you. See, I believe the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down, but Jesus, God's the laser, not God's denials. Here's a corporation. Can we pay attention and turn these up today? Here's chapter 18. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. There's the goal. So what did I hear? I heard this when I was 7.5 at Mrs. Hope's house. They had a poker game every Wednesday night. Very simple. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. They told me I was weird, probably true. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. I asked the lady in the library, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. Next from there is very simple. She came back and gave me a book. She slammed the book down and said, here's a mark of his, here's a bar. She was a bar. I read the book. See, here's the problem with most people. Most people are full of shit, I'm sorry to say. All right, and that's just true. Bottom line is, you know what I did? I looked at the book and it didn't give me the answer I wanted, so I went back for 2 years and researched and created my own blueprint. You've been looking for a blueprint for your life to get to million to billion. By the way, I'm your blueprint if you pay attention today. 2 years. I sent away my money order to the Secretary of State of California. All right, and guess what? The lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. Some of you spend thousands for a corporation. They're free. You didn't learn diddly squat. That attorney, CPA, and that corporate service ripped you off. Got to be pissed off and sue them. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. I've been basically an associate, an affiliate for 119 creditors for 36, now 39 years. Would you like me to build you some credit under tax IDs? See, every corporation and division should have cash credit and finance itself. But again, you got to be the CFO, not screw it up. I built credit for my cat. My point. Egg Magazine came to the Bonovich and asked me questions too. And I said, use plastic to finance your business. You get to write it off as you build the business too. You see, here's the problem. You need a second chance. Why don't we get out our magic wand and why don't we give ourselves 9 lives? Cats have 9 lives. Why don't you? So let's build a corporate umbrella. There's the ultimate goal. Now understand, tax ID allows me to build credit reports, a Spirit and Treasure and Equifax. That means I can get you some cash credit. Then I'll line you up, teach you how to go get some checkbook money. Okay, and I'll show you what that is too. Now, if you say $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. If you say 5 million, I'll tell you 41. It's been proven again and again. Divisions are the line of defense to give it a try. But again, if I get you a gold card, next question, would you like 9 sister cards? That would be the goal. See, you watch banks and grocery stores in cities shut down locations, get a tax credit. Once you have 9 divisions, one screws up, you got 8 left to go set up another one too. How about a piece of property for every division? How about a franchise? You see, it's a numbers game. That's why I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. You got choices to play. I invented division process in 85 and 86. You see, if you get money, why don't you loan it out? And on page 16, it says cash flow for your time, even though some ding dong stole that too. Typical. So understand this could enhance income or replace it, but it's up to you. 41 divisions got up to 190,000 a month cash flow. Is that good? But the ultimate goal is making you a money-making machine. I like the goodies, the goodies, the goodies, and the goodies. So how bad do you want it to become a corporate millionaire? You see, SSN, SS4, I created it for one reason for me, and I didn't want to bring the pain home, and I wanted a second chance in case I needed one too. Everyone should have 9 divisions of themselves. When you allow me to build tax IDs for basically person, corporate, division, subsidiary, I build credit reports. From there, it allows you to finance the business in a division of you. Who's going to guarantee the car? Again, you or division of you. Is it in the corporation's name or division's name? Secretary of State sees that and they sue you. You lease the building. Who's going to be the division or the corp, or who's going to guarantee? You or division of you. house. Anything above break even should always go SS4. They only pay tax on their profit. Make too much money, then pay tax, or learn to play even more. Every card can get you 99 more if you want under the Fair Lending Act. You see, I want you to Google today, Secretary of State in your state. I want you to check out your own corporation if you have one before you met me. I want to see if you used your home address. If you did, jump up, kick yourself in the ass and say, I'm stupid, and change it today, please. Because when they sue the corp, they sue you, you become a duck. And from there, divisions gave you the line of defense. And no one gets to see them. It's not in their face. You might want to learn to play and have divisions for the item and guarantee it too. But again, that's part of Ray Reynolds' blueprint. You're not ever going to be a duck if something goes wrong. Banks and grocery stores do this in your face. So you might want 9 divisions in a corporation to get $1 million plus, but that's up to you. As you turn in the money, you basically finance the business, write it all off, and go get the dream. You see, corporate credits are write-off, personal credits not. When I do a division for you, if you allow me to, I do the tax ID, do the paperwork. I add 2,000 of history, and I build the Experian Treasurer and Equifax under tax ID. The office sells these for $1,000 each. I give a discount, all right, basically during the broadcast only. So we're building the corporate umbrella that follows tax ID. From there, at the same time, we're going to build a cash report. Got it? From there, if you want, all right, I charge $500 each, 3 for $1,500. Okay, today I'm giving you 4, 1 bonus free. All right, instead of the 2,000, you're going to spend $1,500 to get all 4 today. That's 2 of you and 2 of the division or whatever combination you want to. And the only one can offer it is me. Discount, you get an extra bonus when you scan. Now you pay a fee or use Zelle. If you want 8 divisions, any combination, that normally would have cost you $4,000. But again, it's up to you. As we do this, and that's the discounted price. From there, it is $2,999 today during the broadcast only. Use Zelle, you put RW and use Zelle, what you Zelle for. See, the goal is to repackage every one of you. If you want a phone call with me, I'm $250. All right, I'm giving them discount. I'm usually $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. For my hobby, this is $250 per call, it's 15 minutes. From here, if you'd like 52 calls, all right, normally it's 13,000. You can get that for $5,000. Next thing is this offer is only during the broadcast because the only one that sells my time is me. From there, you have to sell, put RW's the code. Today, if you want 25 calls, it's very simple. It's normally $62.50. Discounted today is $24.99. If you want 10 calls today, what's going to happen is it's usually $2,500. It is now discounted today, $9.99 during the webinar only. As I had calls this morning, I'll have calls this afternoon too. If you didn't get in my last and final boot camp, all right, that was my last one I'm ever going to do anyway, 90 working days. Here's basically what's going to happen in the coaching program. For 90 days, you get a call a week. You get all the classes and specialty classes too. Top of that, 9 divisions, and you get 100,000 of credit. Normally, the 100,000 is 10 grand by itself. So this is literally 19,250. So if you do it today, it's $69.99 during the broadcast only, and it has to be paid in full. If you can't afford it, you don't get it. It's simple. That's how it works. It's an RW, use Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. So the goal is to get you credit cards up to $1 million and get you some checkbook money and repackage your life. Now, checkbook money is very simple. Your banks will give you an unsecured, right, it says, line of credit up to $150 as long as you've been business corporation for 2 years plus. So again, hopefully you have a 2-year corporation. If not, then you wait till next year, or you get one I might have in stock for you too. That is checkbook money up to $5.4 million. All right, I like checkbook money. Now on the 10 classes I have on Saturday live, always, there's one at 8 o'clock in the morning in rotation. There are 8 of them. So what happens is you go like this Saturday at 8 o'clock, it's nonprofit. Then the rotation of 8 classes is $9.99 per 90 days. Very simple. Or we charge you $4.99 per class. Today, if you basically Zelled over that $4.99, I'm going to give you a nonprofit corporation for free. Just by coming to the class, I can show you how to get your exemption too. You see, all states have portholes, how to get grant money. And that makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. You even have credit cards with zero liability, and Google gives up to $10,000 a month. All right, in grants as well. So your goal is there's RW, and you have to Zell. But what you Zell for too. From there, all cash applications require a certified CFO. The faster I get these cards, the faster you can quit doing this to your credit, because it'll balance you, and that's the goal. If you want me to build one up, I charge $9.99 to do all the work for you too. From there, it's basically you get one card today. If you want two for you and two for the corporation, it is $19.98 during the broadcast only. It is definitely a Zell. From here, what happens with most people like you, sorry, you took your personal credit to start a business. You jacked it up, you got stuck, couldn't get any more, you couldn't write up diddly squat. If you listen to me, use the corporate credit, finance the business. If you win, you absorb the taxation. Usually, if you lose, all right, you get rid of a division, not the corporate, not your family. But again, borrow money is not taxable. That's up to you. When you do retire, your bills don't go away. That's your cake and eat it too, by the way. Ray's rules today. So if we look at this, very simple. SSN is tax. S is for public record, not taxable until you're profitable. So again, IRS rules. So I would highly recommend single filing an S corporation, so you almost pay no tax again, but that's up to you. As you play today, if I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do with it? You'd probably put it in your personal bank account. I'm sorry, I call that done. You only get the key 375. If you put it in the corporation, you can pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. If there's leftover, you pay tax. No leftover, probably no tax. What do you think? Maybe that's how rich and famous people do it too. So today, let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps called states. States got corps called cities. You see, they planned the problem in front of you, and I don't think you paid attention. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They bankrupt debt, they stay in business. You could play the same game with no intent to do fraud. Ultimate game's up to you. Now, I'd like you to Google bankruptcy today. You see, life is a roller coaster of faith and persistence. The next time blank hits the fan, is it your SSN and your family and you, or is it a corp division or subsidiary? You have to make a serious decision, because the roller coaster of up and down is not going to stop for any of us. So if you let me add you to my credit system, all right, and you pay attention, I can build you up to $1 million. But if you don't follow the rules and tools and go to class, you have to own your own silliness too. So let's understand today, the attorney, the CPA, incorporated service. I'm sorry. All right, some of you paid $3,000 to $5,000 for a piece of paper that was free, and you didn't learn diddly squat. Corporations are free. I learned that at 9.5 years old. California's waiving the fee until June of this year. So you don't have to be a duck or a sheep. So let's look at a starter program for beginners today. This is Rebuild the Credit Rapid Score. Articles, also tax ID. If you don't have them, we'll hand it to you. Next, setup and level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Natural average for a corp is 3,000. Don't know why, because they're all free and you pay a little filing fee. I've been giving them free for 45 years. So bonus cash credit 5,000, discounted to 2,000, 2.5 times your money back. So today, what's going to happen is I'm going to discount this to what the average person wastes in a given month, $9.99. Scan, pay a fee, or Zelle. It's that simple to do. I'm your coach for 90 days. And you pay $9.99 to repackage your life. And there's no excuse. The discount is only during the broadcast. The expedited program called Millionaire in the Making. Usually $5,000, you get $25,000 of credit. It is 5 times your investment back to you. Discounted during this broadcast to $24.99. You scan, you pay a fee, or you Zelle. Now you're getting 10 times your money back. It's better than being in Vegas. Again, I'm your coach for 90 days. Beat your doubt, run your race, kind of get out of my way while I rebuild you, please. Ultimate goal. I like the goodies, the mansions in the harbor, God's gift, race boats and yachts, say the Ray Reynolds University.com. I like the helicopters, the Lamborghinis, and the buildings too. Now, I would like you to change your driver's license today, the address to P.O. Box mailing address for more privacy. But do what you want. You're a grown-up too. Ultimate goal. Now let's look at the car you drive. I'm sorry. You went to the dealership. They sweated you for 5 hours, treating you like a sheep and a duck, and you put up with it. You lost 5,009 inquiries. What you should have done when you gave them that piece of paper, wrote down allow one inquiry only, took a picture. You could have set your tone, but you didn't do that. So I'm sorry, the way you bought that car is kind of silly and dumb. I'm going to tell you to buy my way. Division. So fleet price, tax ID division. Doesn't show up in personal report. Don't need gap insurance. From there, it's a corporate write-off. We start to become a certified CFO because if we lost the car, they're going to revert that back to a 1099-C, and the IRS is going to kick your asset too. House or car. That's what happens. So the registered owner of a car should be a registered owner for the car because they sue the registered owner if you get yourself in a bumpity bump. We can't watch TV without the bloodsuckers there or the billboards. Every time we're on social media, they interrupt. Were you in an accident? Were you the passenger? Were you the back seat? You see this check for $160,000? I'm a bloodsucker. You want me to go get some money for you? That's all I hear is bloodsuckers. So plan the problem. When they sue the division, they get diddly squat. Why not? But that's your choice today, planning the problem. Every property ever obtained should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you over. Here, your paycheck should be offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. They know how to play the game. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter with a line of credit in 24 hours, but he has a spaceship. So do the other two guys. You could basically play and win the game too and play by the rules and basically join the club if you want to. You see, today we got choices. Here's the point. Here's Carl here, okay, because he paid no state tax because he has a Nevada LLC. Okay, they don't have state tax. They have no income tax to the corporation. From here, the federal tax, because he borrows lines of credit above what he brings in, as you look at it, he paid no state or federal tax. But again, if you make too much money, just line up, pay tax all you want. It's very simple. All right, see, it's like this Newsweek. All right, the Newsweek looks at Walt Disney, Mickey, and Duck. See what they say they're going to deduct taxes. Here's Walt Disney with $1 billion in the bank. Because they wrote an IOU to themselves, they paid no tax on the billion. Borrow money is not taxable, leveraging money to more money. Run your life through a corporate conjunction. That would be the ultimate goal. Turn around now, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck is taxable income, right? You pay the car payment, gas registration, insurance. You could yell no and drive a company car like I do today, but it's up to you. Why don't you basically go to irs.gov today and get a copy of an SS4? You'll see where it says banking and credit purposes too. See, you didn't have to be a duck. You chose to basically follow like sheep. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. It will set you free. Mama delivered a baby after Nixon gave the gold standard out. What happened next? She got an SSN form. Baby got in the stroller. The car seat got home. Simple to do. You see, understand the rules and tools today. When you buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Well, you have a house today, it's not in a trust. I'm sorry, that's called silly and dumb. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, your family's stuck in a probate, and the bottom line is nobody got diddly squat. You fix up a property today, what happens? You hire the contractor. It hires a subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you and take everything you got. My way, planning the problem, they're going to get diddly squat. Why don't you look up irrevocable trust today for the heck of it too? You're a grown-up, do what you want. Step number 19, 6 more to go. Again, stop bringing the pain home. Now I get people every day, hey, I don't want to pay tax. I'll tell them knock off the crap. You can't play like Wesley Snipes, go to prison for 5 years and get fined $5 million. That'd be stupid. So understand, if you try playing that game because you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess, go back to irs.gov, download a form called 666 433 A and B, get your butt back in the system where it belongs. That is step 20 today. Ultimate goal, learn to be an OPM. All right, save up to 70%. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. If you get 200,000 left over, what do? You leverage it and raise rules. Why wouldn't you? Well, I don't understand. I watch people get 200,000 in an escrow and they piss it away. Then they're broke the next day. They can leverage that into up to $15 million freaking dollars. Borrow money's not taxable, grow a business into billions. Oh, well, what can I say? Borrow money's not taxable, line of defense. That's step 21 called blackjack. Ultimate goal. Here's my location in 2009. 22,000 square foot building, up to $1 million a day, helping people 6 days a week. Got to die and come back and help you. The bottom line is, what did I do? Simple. I took my closet divisions and said, see it, believe it, go get it. Then I build more credit. I have a backup for a backup. I'm not bringing the pain home like you, and I want you to stop that starting today. You have the ability to see it, believe it, go get it too. So 1,000 steps to millionaire, become a certified CFO, repackaging you, and understand I like the checkbook money too. As we play, keep in mind today, if you don't have a 2-year corporation for checkbook money, wait till next year or get one I might have in stock. The office charges $4,000 for a 2-year corporation last year, this year. Now I try to give 10,000 of credit each one, because what I like to do is give it to you for $19.99 with 10,000 in credit, or $9.99 with no credit. If you need a 2-year corporation, use Zelle. You write down RW on the Zelle. See, corporations are a legal person. It's right there. So the first thing in a corp is not to pay tax until it's profitable. That protects you, but if the Secretary of State sees you, so they see the corp, they sue you. That's not good. But if we have the corporation with credit to the corporate divisions, and we build a line of defense, and the divisions are the ducks, we build cash credit, we can make sure we get a Spirit, Equifax, TransUnion per tax ID. Up to $1 million is 9 divisions. 5 million is up to 41. So we could build the corporate umbrella and not bring the pain home. And if you make too much money, then pay tax. It's up to you. Why I invented it? Simple. Not to bring the pain home ever, if I need a second chance. Luckily I did after coming out of that coma. Everybody needs 9 divisions of them. Who guarantees the car, the building, the house? Whose name is it in? Any extra money, SS4, SSN, and Daisy Chain credit too. It's up to you. So remember today, if you have a corporation before you met me, research it. Check out and see the corporation. They see you. They sue the corp, they sue who? Again, this is up to you and understand how to play. That's why divisions are so priceless to me. Under the corporate umbrella, they're the ducks. If there's a lawsuit, you became a duck. Divisions give you the line of defense. Wouldn't that make more sense because they're more private? They're on everybody's face. Tax ID division. Credit reports. $1,000 each at the office, no problem. I discount to $500 each. Corporate umbrella, building cash reports. So today, normally it'd be $1,500 for 3. That's discounted already. From there, I'm giving 4 for $1,500 today. All right, if it's Zelle during the broadcast only. From there, if you wanted the 8 divisions, any combination of you or the asset that gets the asset too, normally 4,000. That's even the discounted is $29.99. The ultimate goal, URW, put Zelle, and that's all you got to do. What are you willing to lose? Family? I didn't have a family as a kid. I was too busy eating out of a trash can, being used and abused. Corporations, they sue it, they sue you. Divisions, I think if we play chess today, we both lose pieces on both sides. But if we play my way, we both get checkmate. That is step 23, by the way. Stop bringing the pain home. Next thing is, if you give referrals, all right, you want me to build more credit, or you want me to sell you 10%, I will, but your referral has to pay in full to receive that offer. 800-510-3338. That's accounting and paralegal department. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Ray's rules, training people to be a corporate CFO, certified one under the corporate divisions, so they don't bring the pain home, making them a money-making machine. So I usually charge $10,000 for 100,000, 10%. So today, 100,000 is 10%, 50,000, 10%. Discounted during the broadcast with me to 60% if you basically do two things. You can scan, pay a fee, or you can sell, RW when you sell. Let me add you to my credit system and rebuild you. All right, show you how to get the American dream. And on top of that, I'm going to pop credit as fast as possible to you. But I need to analyze your credit. Aspiring, Equifax, TransUnion. So keep in mind today, never have joint credit just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Don't know why people charge thousands for a corporation that's free. All right, and they lose money and kill money too. The next thing is division for real estate, franchise, current business. Should be the line of defense. Ray's rules, I give bonus cash credit, so I take away excuses and finance itself, and you get the American dream, as long as you play by the rules and tools. 750 is waiting for you, but again, I need you to basically understand we're going to rebuild your credit. You have to be part of it. Rapid refresh. You go to class on Saturday, you learn rules and tools. The goal is 750. It's usually $1,000 and $1,000 card back to you. Discounted during the broadcast with me to $499. You scan, you pay a fee, or you Zelle. The card I get you as your coach for 90 days is now $500 to reimburse yourself 100%. The starter package for beginners. Rebuild the credit, rapid score. Articles also tax. If they don't have it, they do. We'll use what they got. From there, level 1 in setup. Every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't worry, nobody does what I do on the planet anyway. You got to get it through me. So I'm going to discount this. Have price on top of a have price. So it's $9.99. I'm your coach for 90 days. Give you $5,000 credit back to you. 5 times your investment. Again, the expedited program is Millionaire in the Making. Normally $5,000. It is $24.99 today if you scan, pay a fee, or you sell. You're getting $25,000 of cash credit back to you. Ultimate goal. RW when you sell, and you put what you sell for too. Every one of you should be a corporate millionaire. Your banks and grocery stores do this in front of you. Cities too. The first thing is to stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and literally reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Looking behind the curtain, and we have to stay safe and strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So the ultimate goal is going to be up to you. What needs to be done, and it's up to you if you want to follow through. Because I'm going to be on the workshops all through Saturday and Wednesday. So what do we do at the end of the day? You sell right away. You got 800-510-3338, accounting and paralegal department too. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.